Hi everybody, it's Peter Zallam's Griniflix Adventure 8 and welcome to another video. Today I've got 3 cameras operating and they all my vlogging cameras. Yes, so I'm going to be doing a bit of a review of each one of these and how they might be used in the different scenarios. The one thing I wanted to do was to have work out which of these or which combination of the 3 vlogging cameras I can use on a regular basis, particularly in a studio basis. Like here at Griniflix Studio, Griniflix Adventure 8 Studio. Alright, so the 3 cameras I have right now are my Leica Reporter Q2, my Leica Q2 Reporter, my GoPro 10, and my iPhone 12 Pro Max. Yes, so let's get on with the video. First things first, the easiest one to use and the one that I go to the quickest for my vlogging, without a doubt, is the GoPro, which I'm filming with right now. The iPhone works really well, particularly when I'm using my small rig adapter and handle framework, and that holds the phone. It can be attached to anything using the 1/4" thread, and it's got a handle here that you can also screw on. And that way you can do selfies quite easily with the iPhone holding the handle without touching the screen and the buttons or whatever. So that's, without doubt, that's a must for vlogging. What I also find with the iPhone is that you have to adjust the exposure on it and fix the exposure, so as you're moving around it doesn't keep on changing the exposure. That's one thing. With the Q2, I'm going to have to experiment a little bit more with the Q2. It has manual focus and it has automatic focus. I had it on automatic focus for that intro at f1.7 and it couldn't get the focus, I noticed. I'm going to experiment with the settings here to see whether I can improve on that. I think I found out what was happening. I had it on autofocus single, so unless I was actually pressing the shutter button, it wouldn't focus automatically. So I changed that to autofocus continuous, and now I've got it on face detect, which hopefully it's working out what it should be focusing on. Autofocus aperture 1.7, and should be giving me, with the nice lighting here in the studio, should be giving me a good effect. Yes, that's filming, that's good. I'll turn on the iPhone as well and continue the process. The pain with the iPhone is that you have to sort of start it. It has to do the facial recognition, and then you go set up the camera. The iPhone's so fiddly, to tell you the truth, in my opinion. Alright, so we've got that set. I set the exposure so it doesn't move around. It's about right. And we start. So I'm filming with the iPhone, I'm filming with the Q2 Reporter now, and also filming with the GoPro. The order of convenience and reliability as far as how quickly can I actually vlog, without a doubt would have to be the GoPro first. That's the easiest one to set up and start using. The next most convenient would have to be the iPhone, and probably the least convenient is the Q2 as a vlogging camera. I think it's just not that easy. So ease of use would have to be the GoPro, iPhone, then the Q2. As far as the quality of the image is concerned, I'm presuming if I get all the focusing right and everything, get the exposures right, the Q2 is going to give the best image. It's not the wide, it's a 28mm lens. The GoPro I think is equivalent to about 21 or maybe thereabouts. And I'm just using the selfie camera, the front camera on the iPhone, and I think that's also probably about 24, I would say. Alright, so yes, the quality should be the best with the Q2. Once I review, I'll be able to see that. So ease of use, GoPro. Best quality lens would have to be the Q2. And then in a non-wind environment, which has got the best audio, with each of these cameras about the same distance away from me. And we've got the same environment in my studio here. The reason why I've got the car here is I'm trying to do a video on these doors and the sensors that I've installed. That will be coming up shortly. And what else do I have to review as far as a vlogging camera? Size and weight. The GoPro is probably the lightest, followed by the iPhone, followed by the Q2. Reviewing the video, without a doubt the Q2 is producing the best video. Audio, I can't check the audio until I go back to the computer, but what I know is with the GoPro here, I've got the Creators Edition case, and that's got the microphone and the muff around it. And it's a directional microphone on there, which is great for vlogging. And also this works so well in windy conditions. I can't believe how well it works in windy conditions. Almost cuts it out completely. Impossible with the Q2 in windy conditions, impossible with the iPhone in windy conditions. I do have a DJI remote mic, which works really well. So in those windy conditions, I'd have to localize my recording as far as the mic is concerned, and then dub it over in the editing process. So image I've covered, convenience of use I've covered, audio I've covered, weight, physical aspect I covered. Now, as a vlogging camera, sometimes you want to take stills. What produces the best photographs? Q2. No question about it. The Q2, Leica Q2 produces the best still photographs out of all these three combinations. The GoPro is the worst without a doubt, because it's really a video camera. You can do stills on it, but it's just, again, inconvenient. And the iPhone produces spectacular stills, yes, the Q2 wins on that. As far as fun and fun of use, which one do I like to use the most? As far as just enjoyment in photography, would have to be the Q2, would be number one. And followed by the GoPro from a video perspective. And probably the least that I enjoy using is the iPhone. And I think it's just, again, yes, you get a great results, particularly on stills and video, you get great results. But do I like to use it? Not really for photography. All right, so another category is the cost. Yes, with all these things, you have to take cost into consideration. What is the lowest price? Well, the lowest price is the GoPro. The next lowest is the iPhone. And the most expensive is the Q2. All right. Now, I won't say value for money, because then that's all perspective of the user. But that's just a practical aspect. Cheapest is the GoPro, followed by the iPhone, followed by the most expensive being the Q2. So I'll tally up all these scores, and I'll put a score on it, and then we'll put a it's going to be interesting to see how this all scores out. I'll have to come back to you in my other studio with regards to the results, or somewhere I'll give you the results once I've worked out how I'm going to score this. Okay, the results are in, and we have a number of categories. So we had fun and handling, ergonomics, that's one, convenience, image quality, sound, audio in a studio environment. You heard what my comments were with regards to windy environment. I do have a section for reliability as well, and we'll talk a bit about that. Price, and I guess at the end of the conclusion you can put your own value on that, whether the price and the value stacks up. There was fun of use, and that's going to give us a score from a vlogging perspective, and then if you add the stills perspective to it as well, then that will give you a new score as well. So, handling ergonomics. There's the scores. Convenience, there's the scores. Image quality, there we go. Sound and audio, there we go. Reliability. Now, I'll mention quickly about reliability. With cameras and anything electronic these days with lithium batteries, there are operating temperatures. In Australia, we get some really high operating temperatures out in the sun and everything. My recent trip around Australia, we had temperatures around 42 degrees Celsius. And it's around that category if your camera or your phone or whatever is left out in the sun or is exposed to the sun, particularly when you're driving in a car or something, the temperature of the unit gets really high and it will shut off. So hence why I've got a reliability aspect there. And then there's another one, and that is, and this goes for GoPro. There's always bugs in GoPro. It doesn't matter how many versions come out, there's always a new bug in there. Price, okay. There, and fun to use has its own category. All right, and the scores are in. So from a vlogging perspective, not taking stills into consideration, we have a total, and the runner-up is iPhone at 23 points, GoPro at 25 points, the Q2 at 27 points. So that was 7 categories. So that was out of a total of 35 points. So they're all pretty close in the same category. A few points differ. If I was to put, and again, no one vlogging camera is perfect, and that's the reason why I have 3 that I use. And I put a category, I put a name on each one of those vlogging cameras. If I wanted a pocket vlogging camera, it would have to be the iPhone. If I want a vlogging camera that can handle any audio conditions, strong winds outside, external type environment, then the GoPro gets it. And then if I want to have an artistic approach to the vlog, then without a doubt the Q2 gets it. So there you go. Artistic, Q2, windy, GoPro, and pocket iPhone. Now, once we throw in stills category, well then it's a no-brainer, and there's some scores there, which then changes the total score to equal runner-up is the iPhone and the GoPro, both at 27 points out of 40, and the winner today is Q2 at 32 out of 40. Do you agree with these results? If you have any or all of these vlogging type cameras, I welcome your comments, and I'm sure there should be plenty of comments with regards to this video, so I look forward to that. I hope you found this video entertaining and interesting. If you have, then give it a thumbs up, really appreciate it. If it's the first time to my channel and you haven't already subscribed, then please do subscribe and press notifications. You'll be notified when the next video is out. Thanks again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Cheers, bye.